In this video, I'm going to tell you all the visa types you might need when you're coming to Thailand. And if you're looking for something specific, just click on the description below and you will find timestamps for each individual visa. I will share the way I came to this country and the way I managed to stay in this country for for 3 years already. If you're coming to Thailand just for a holidays, the easiest way is just to apply for the visa on arrival. This visa will let you stay 30 days with 2 extra options to extend it for extra 30 days. This way you can stay up to 90 days in Thailand, which is more than enough if you are here on holidays. Warning, make sure you apply for your visa before it's run out. I know it might sound silly, but a lot of people don't do that, and then they will have to pay the fine of 500 baht a day. So be aware. For those of you who are a bit more organized or planning to travel for longer than 30 days, I do recommend to apply for tourist visa back in your country. This way you can get up to 90 days visa at once. And if you decide to stay even longer, you can extend again twice for 30 days each. Heads up, you can't be working on a tourist visa in Thailand, at least legally. If you are so-called nomad or someone who works online, the most popular visa, believe it or not, is to stay here with a student visa. You can study Thai, Muay Thai, cooking classes, and multiple different options. But the most popular one is not to study. Disclaimer, this is not a legal advice, and I do not recommend you to walk around and tell everyone that you are with this visa and you're not studying, because it's actually illegal. But this visa will allow you to stay for around 1 year in Thailand, and you can always extend it. Certain cases, you can get in trouble and they will not allow you to stay again, but for 1 year, definitely you can do so. Some people who's lucky as I am can apply for marriage visa. With this visa, you can stay for around 1 year in total, but you will have to reapply for it every single year for as long as you want to. You will need to have a certain amount of money in your bank account, prove that the marriage is real, and the rest of the paperwork is very simple to get. Heads up, make sure you keep the money in your bank account, because you need to have 400,000 baht every single time you apply for the visa, which is 2 months before you applied. You need to keep the money in. So I do recommend to have 400,000 baht savings somewhere in an account, and this would lead you to making sure that the visa will not have any problems. Why every time it strings the water? So annoying. Should be fine. If you're not that lucky and you don't have a girlfriend or a partner in here, you can as well apply for work non-B visa. It will be done by the company you apply to work for. This way is much easier and better for yourself. Company will be paying for the visa, most likely the length of the contract, the length you can stay in Thailand. Be aware, in some cases people do mistakes and you might end up paying. Always double check the stamp and the time of the visa. Sometimes there do mistakes and you end up not applying on time, even if it's not your fault. Even if the company is supposed to do it for you, you will end up paying for it. Make sure that you're not in my situation as I've been before. If you have high income for past 2 years, or you have a high amount of saving back in your country, 1 million US dollars is required, or investment in Thailand for 500,000 dollars, not bahts, dollars. This way you can apply for a visa called resident LTR visa. This visa will require you to have a certain amount of income and will provide up to 10 years stay in Thailand. As well, this visa is very beneficial because you can bring up to 4 members of your family together with you. So all what you need just to have enough of money and have a proof of income from earlier, and you are eligible for this visa. If you have that kind of money, you can as well apply for something called Elite Visa. Elite Visa is most expensive visa of all of the ones I mentioned so far. It have 4 different tiers with 4 different time periods. 5, 10, 15, or 20 years in total. It starts from 900,000 baht, which you will have to pay just to get this visa. This is literally just a visa for money. So if you don't want to hassle at all, don't need to worry, and you have a lot of money, that's the visa for you. I personally can't afford it because I'm broke. And as I mentioned earlier, there is way better options and much more cheaper than the Elite Visa itself. And this leads us to a smart visa. Yes, I'm super smart because I don't want to pay for Elite Visa. Not that kind of smart. Smart visa actually means Thailand wants a smart people to come to the country to help them to make more money and develop the country better. That includes IT companies, opening a new companies, working with certain technologies which is very important right now in the world, such as mechanics or certain talents you have. This visa will provide you up to 4 years stay in Thailand. Most likely, if you are applying for work, it's very similar as non-B visa. A company will be making everything for you to happen. With this visa as well, you can open your own company. So if you're planning to open a business in Thailand, this might be something you are looking into. The last visa is the retirement visa. This visa is simple as you just need to be above 50 years old, need to have certain amount of money, which is 800,000 Thai baht in your bank account, or have retirement or pension paid to your account for 65,000 baht a month, and this way you can simply get it. Heads up, you need to have this money every single year when you're applying for a visa. So don't go spending once you got your visa. Keep the money. You never know when you will need it. It's Thailand. It's expensive. There is quite a few extra options you can apply for, such as religion visa, a Peace Corps visa, and multiple other ones. But all those visas is not very applicable for everyday folk. Most of those visas as well will be done for you thanks to the company you're working with or the church you're working at and so on. In my case, I arrived in Thailand with tourist visa. As I mentioned earlier, I took 90 days visa before I came here. During the COVID, there were an option to extend your visa, which called COVID extension. I had to do it for a couple of times. I sorted out all my paperwork and then I applied for marriage visa. Right now, I am with marriage visa. In my case, I actually overstayed visa and I had to pay 500 baht per day for almost a month, thanks to me not checking that visa immigration office did a mistake. So this way, I do recommend guys, just make sure it happens more often than you think. So yeah guys, if you learned something new, please just like, subscribe, and do all that which needs to be done to make YouTube happy. No, if for real, I really appreciate you guys watching this. Hopefully you watched it till the end. If you learned something, great. If you have more questions, write it down in the comments below. I will try to answer it. I'm here living in Thailand, enjoying my life, and hope you can do the same. Ciao.